Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 161 of This Week in Perfect Team. How's it going, everybody? DishNet34 welcoming you into the program. It's been a couple weeks since I last saw y'all here on This Week in Perfect Team. Hopefully y'all are doing some great stuff today. Oh man. Yeah, I know I have a little bit of green screen stuff going on, but you know what? That's okay. Real quick, before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Alex, our good buddy Alex, for filling in for me last week while I was on vacation. That was good. He did a fine job. Hopefully y'all enjoyed him. And, but now we're back to a little bit of normalcy this week. Your boy is back in the building. Oh man. Yeah, Alex did a wonderful job. Last week. Gotta give him kudos for filling in on short notice. But yeah. We got some really good content for y'all coming down the pipe tonight. We got Build a Lineup Diamond, and we got a little small set of rookie sensations for y'all tonight. All right. So let's start first with a little bit of news and notes from the Out of the Park universe. And to start things off, we are going to start off with a look at the Perfect League standings as of right now, as of 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time today. And we have a lot of teams that are competing for that first Perfect League trophy tonight, or at least on Sunday. So we have 24 teams going at it this week. And the first thing, let's take a look at the AC East. You have the Taito Albas leading the division with a 55-45 record. Then you have the Like Hell Ismore Storm at 56-44, tied with the Bend Trees for the top spot in that division right now. The Asanobia Westenders in first place in the AC West with a 57-44 record. And then we go over to the National Conference right now. The Houston Slumpbusters in first in the NC East with a 55-45 record. In the NC Central, look at the domination being put on by the San Antonio Macarenas right now. A 69-32 record. That's a nice record right there. It's also the best record in Perfect League right now. The closest team to them, 27 games back. Whoo, Nelly, that's a big number right there. Yeah, I don't even know if I can do the Macarena right now. It's like a dun 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 dun. I don't know the Macarena. I don't know the Macarena. I should definitely learn that. Then we have the NC West, the Delta City Tide, currently in first place with a 63-37 record. The Perugia Warriors just 4 games back. And they are also leading the National Conference wildcard picture right now with that 59-41 record. 9.5 games above the third place in the wildcard, the Hong Kong Hyundai. And then in second place in the wildcard right now is the South Orange Village SO Villagers with a 54-47 record. Los Del Rio are rolling around their graves right now. Look, I tried. Over in the AC wildcard, we have the Ismore Storm at 56-44 and the Bend Trees. Since they're tied, they're leading the wildcard technically. Then we have the Long Beach Gladiators and the Broomfield Bigfoots. So that's a look at Perfect League as it stands right now. So good stuff going on there. Should be a fun league coming down to it on Sunday night. All right, now let's move over to the world of tournaments and check in on last week's tournament top 10s. We start with the daily traditional tournaments. Bluebird Silver, another number 1 finish in the daily traditional tournaments this week with 220 points. D. Horner MB right behind it with 195 points. Red Eclipse in third with 174. There's, and I mistyped D-Boyer right there. My apologies to D-Boyer there. He's at 163 points in 4th. Then we have Ellster 31, KJ 22, Adasep, Conron 98, RDT 24, and Dragelfred rounding out the top 10 over there. And then over in the weekly tournaments, we have Mac Jacks. Big wins for him, finishing number 1 in the weekly traditional tournaments with 130 points. Bahoot finishing in second with 88, followed by Doc B15 with 82. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Warhawk, Metadurden, Ace Diwali, C. Freyshinaud, Mike ABC, Scabro number 1, and Aster 31. Moving over to the the perfect draft tournaments. Last week's top 10 over there. We had PJ Sleaze in first place with 65 points, followed by NJ Sheed with 60. Right behind him, Sweet Nikki C with 59 points, followed by Sequest with 58, DR Sox with 58, Tom Buneman with 57, Heoli with 57, Galoy with 53, Aster 31 with 51, and Wild Zombie with 51, rounding out the top 10. Is there a way to see these results in real time? That's something I hope gets implemented at the very least. Hint, hint, wink, wink. As for the weekly perfect draft tournaments, Red Eclipse took first in last week's weekly perfect drafts with 47 points. GC Sterling in second with 40 points. Judd Painter with 26. Zuno777 with 26 points. Renamali with 26, Mike S 1963 with 26, and then the final ones in the top 10 with 25 points, Garbanzos, Zevakai, D-Wiz, and Jeffrey Lebowski. Alrighty. So, let's take a look at the standings so far in this period, because we're getting close to the first Perfect Team Championship Series. We're going to have a little tiny bit of detail for you on that in just a little bit. But as of 11:30 a.m. this morning, here is your top 10 for the entire period from May 30th through July 3rd. We have Red Eclipse in first in the daily traditionals, followed by Bluebird Silver. They've been kind of duking it out for the number 1, number 2 spot there. And then the next closest is like almost 300 points away with 645 points, and that's D-Boyer. They have Vern, NJ Sheed, Jay Gritman, Dragelfred, Warhawk, Estevalis, and M-Dub rounding out the top 10 so far over there. And then for the weekly traditional tournaments, Mike ABC in first place right now for the entire period with 349 points, followed by Aster 31, Mac Jacks, Bahoot, Snailman, Cookie 2X, Baw 5, Warhawk, BKN Mets fan, and FJC1. All right, over in the perfect draft section, Sweet Nikki C in first place right now for the entire period in the daily perfect drafts with 244 points, DR Sox with 234, Sequest with 204, Bluebird Silver with 197, and then Aster 31, Sour D 99, Zagtastic, Mewtwo, Preacher Boy 13, and Curly Karkovus rounding out the top 10. And then the weekly perfect draft tournaments, you have Greasy Frankfurt in first place with 79 points. Garbanzos, then Red Eclipse, Danza, Baggy Illisk, Bahooters, Weldon, Isvix, TJ Maxx, and Funksplosion. I might have I might have gotten the wrong standings there for the weekly perfect draft. I'll have to double check that after the stream. I may have accidentally grabbed the wrong weekly perfect draft list. But I will double check that after the stream and get back to y'all. But those are the top 10s right now. And as I mentioned PTCS just like about a minute or two ago. Well, the Perfect Team Championship Series, the first one, will begin next Saturday, July 9th. Yes, the first Perfect Team Championship Series tournaments with the top 128 teams in each of the 4 tournament types. From period 1 will happen July 9th. Now a reminder, the top 4 from each tournament will move on to the first Perfect Team Master Series in October. We're going to keep doing that through the next few periods, and then that's when the Master Series will occur. And then finally, PTCS tournament formats and prizes. We still haven't quite finalized them yet, but they will be revealed on Sunday's Perfect Team Weekly Prep Stream. So stay tuned. Sunday night, we're going to be revealing the formats and the prizes in kind of a mini This Week in Perfect Team right at the beginning of Sunday's stream. So that's Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern here on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. Be there for the beginning of the Perfect Team Weekly Prep, where we will be revealing the formats and the prizes. Alrighty. So, fun times coming up in the tournament world. And speaking of tournaments, we also want to make you all aware of a tournament refresh that is coming this coming Monday on July 4th to kind of coincide with the new period of the weekly and daily tournaments. So, here's the changes to take effect. Coming into the tournaments, we have the Daily Historical Snacking Hour. It's a 64-team tournament that will not be involved in the leaderboards. There will be a Daily Low Diamond Non-Live Cap coming in. Then we have Daily Gold Floor Diamond Ceiling Cap coming in. Followed by, so those are the daily tournaments that will be coming in. And then for the weekly tournaments coming in, we have the Monday Special Edition Low Diamond, the Tuesday Golden Defensive Boom, the Wednesday Silver Floor Low Diamond Cap. Then we have the Thursday Unsung Heroes, the Sunday Low Iron Brunch, and then the Sunday High Iron Floor Low Gold Ceiling Cap. So some fun tournaments coming in. Some tournaments that are coming out but could return at a later time. The Daily Low Diamond Double Elimination is being phased out for right now. Then we have the Daily Diamond Double Elimination Best of 3 being shuffled out for right now. The Daily Take a Chance will be going away for a little bit, but could return later. We'll see. The Daily Gold Floor Cap, the Daily Low Diamond Cap, and then for the weekly tournaments, the Monday Low Diamond, the Tuesday Live Gold Cap Double Round Robin, the Wednesday Bronze Floor Gold Ceiling Cap, the Thursday Golden Dead Ball Rebirth Cap, the Sunday Historical Iron Bunch, and the Sunday Diamond Cap, all being phased out in this tournament refresh that is coming on Monday. The cap tournaments that are coming in, those will be tracked in the leaderboards. So the Historical Snacking Hour, that will not be involved in leaderboards, but the Daily Low Diamond Non-Live and the Daily Gold Floor Diamond Ceiling will be part of the tournament standings. Alrighty. So there's a look at the tournament refresh. Also, a couple other notes on that. There will be other tournaments that are getting a little bit tweaked a little bit. So the daily, I couldn't find room for this on the slide. The Daily Gold Round Robin Overnight will now be in a 1975 era after being in 1998. And then the Tuesday Snapshots will now be a double round robin with best of 7 rounds afterward. Alrighty, so there you go. That's the tournament refresh that will be starting on Monday. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get right into the content. We are going to start off with some limited edition cards because I know y'all love some limited edition cards. We got a few of them right here for you tonight. We start off with Peak Ryan Dempster, right-handed starter from the Chicago Cubs. Whoo boy, look at this gold card right here. 84 overall, 83 stuff, 81 movement, and 63 control. Has a fastball, sinker, slider, changeup, and splitter. Pretty good sinker, pretty good fastball. Could be a bit of a bullpen guy too, if you so choose. Has 63 stamina, 76 on the hold runners, and some really good stuff right here for Ryan Dempster. Career record of 132 and 133 with a 4.35 ERA. He was both a starter and a closer in his career. 579 career games, 351 games started as well. Made 2 All-Star games as well in his career. A little bit of significance to this card because on July 1st, 2000, that's tomorrow. That's Canada Day. Dempster won a matchup against Mike Johnson, a fellow Canadian. So, nice little shout out there for Canada Day coming up tomorrow. Happy Canada Day to all those who celebrate as well. Some good stuff right there. Ryan Dempster, also 69 on the sack butt. Gotta love that. So there's Ryan Dempster, limited edition. There will be 100 copies available of this card once they are in packs tonight. Oh yeah, that's right. Tomorrow's also Bobby Bonilla Day. That's a nice holiday. All right, next card, we are going to go to our 25 copy LEs of the evening. And our first one is Kevin Ellster from the 1989 New York Mets 90 overall card right here. 47 BABIP, 78 power, 77 avoid K, 66 contact, 73 gap power, and 62 eye. But you're not looking at the hitting here with Kevin Ellster. You're looking at the defense here. And it's a pretty good defender over at shortstop. Have 93 range, 101 error, 85 arm, and 79 on the turn double play. Very good against lefties in terms of his hitting abilities. 75 power, 91 avoid K, 70 contact, 86 gap power, 63 eye. A little bit more power against righties, all things considered, but pretty decent stuff for Kevin Ellster. Requested by M. Brown 0219. Now, Ellster wasn't much of a hitter in 1989. 231 average with a 283 on base, 360 slugging percentage. Had 10 homers and 55 RBI. But his 1.9 defensive WAR in 1989 was the highest in his career. And his 1.30 WAR was second highest in his career. Why does it look like he's dancing in a TikTok video? You know what? Maybe that's the hip new talk time dance or whatever the heck they call it. Oh man, that's a pretty decent card here. Kevin Ellster from the 1989 New York Mets. And our final limited edition card of the evening is 1977 Richie Zisk from the Chicago White Sox, 91 overall. Whoo! Not a bad hitting card right here for this corner outfielder. 83 BABIP, 92 power, 61 avoid K, 97 contact, 81 gap power, and 65 eye. This is not a bad hitter whatsoever. I mean, look at the splits against lefties here. 84 BABIP, 99 power, 63 avoid K, 101 contact, 81 gap power, 70 eye. Very underrated hitting abilities right here. Pretty good stuff. He can play left field. He can play right field. The defense is a little bit middling, I guess you could say. 61 range, 73 error, 59 outfield arm. Then again, Richie Zisk wasn't exactly known for his defensive prowess, all things considered, but he did hit 30 home runs in 1977, 101 RBI, 2.7 WAR, made the All-Star game that year, and even got some MVP votes for AL MVP. And this is also the year he had his second highest career offensive WAR. Pretty cool stuff right here. Yep, and Zisk played for Pittsburgh, Chicago, Texas, and Seattle in his career. Also, don't have Richie Zisk run. 11 speed, 11 stealing, and 11 base running. Not exactly good. So there you have it. Those are your limited edition cards for the evening. It is go time, like Green Cane says in the chat. It is time to reveal our Build a Lineup Diamond cards. All right, here we go. Now we're going to go in a little bit of a different order than we have been. We're going to start with the closers, with the relievers today, because you know what? Relievers need love too. So we are going to start with 98 overall Jonathan Papelbon from the Boston Red Sox. Ooh, not a bad card here. 78 stuff, 84 movement, and 90 control right here. A little bit better against righties, 82 stuff, 85 movement, 92 control, has a fastball, has a slider, has a splitter. Throws 98 to 100, stamina at 17, a hold runner at 17 as well. Why is his stuff so low? I don't know. But Jonathan Papelbon had a really good year in 2008. Not the best season of his career, but still a solid year. Had a 2.34 ERA that year, 41 saves. Actually had 10 strikeouts per 9. So his strikeout rating was really, really good. Really, really good that year. Only had 1 walk per 9 innings. And he also put up 1.9 WAR on the year. He made the All-Star game that year. He had the second lowest FIP of his career at 201 and the third lowest WHIP in his career at .952. So really solid bullpen guy from the 08 Red Sox, Jonathan Papelbon. Diamond build a lineup. Going to be in Perfect Team 23. Now, once again, these are mission cards right here. So if you complete the collection to get Jonathan Papelbon, you'll get the card. Pretty cool stuff. And now our other reliever in the build a lineup set. Let's take a look at 96 overall Tug McGraw from the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. 80 stuff, 92 movement, 86 control. But look at the splits against lefties here. 86 stuff, 96 movement, 88 control. This is a good reliever card right here. Lots of blue, lots of teal. You love to see that from a reliever. This is a solid reliever right here, guys. Really, really solid. Has a fastball, curveball, slider, and a screwball in his arsenal. Fastball and screwball, the 2 highest pitches right there. That's pretty cool right there. Can also bunt a little bit if you want him to. 97 on the sack bunt rating. 20 stamina, 75 on the hold runners as well. But in 1980, Tug McGraw had another solid season for the Philadelphia Phillies. 57 games, a 1.46 ERA, 20 saves, a 4.6 wins above replacement, and a .921 whip coming out of the bullpen. Finished 5th in Cy Young voting and had votes for MVP as well. Highest WAR in his career, lowest whip in his career. This is just a solid season all around for Tug McGraw. And he's probably going to have some solid seasons for your Perfect Team if you manage to get him in Perfect Team 23. And he made Tim McGraw? Apparently he did. So really good reliever here. Lefty reliever even from the 1980 Phillies coming down the pipe at roughly 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. All right, let's go to the starting pitchers now. We start off with 91 overall Vida Blue from the 1976 Oakland A's. 63 stuff, 93 movement, and 80 control on this left-handed starter. Has a fastball, has a curveball, has a slider, has a changeup. Really good movement, plus fly ball pitcher on Mr. Blue right here. 109 stamina, 94 on the hold runners. Sacrifice bunt rating of a 30 right here. Vida Blue in 1976 had an 18-13 record, a 2.35 ERA with a 2.56 FIP, 5 strikeouts per 9, and 1.9 walks per 9. Finished 6th in Cy Young voting that year. Even got some votes for MVP, and the 3rd lowest walk rate in his career. Not bad if you're looking for a movement control guy. I mean, there's certainly some better cards here, but Vida Blue definitely could be a playable card if you manage to get him. All right, so there you go. Vida Blue from the 1976 Oakland A's. Let's go to the opposite hand, and let's show off 99 overall Kevin Brown from the 1998 San Diego Padres. 74 stuff, 102 movement, 82 control. Look at the movement on this guy with extreme ground ball tendency. Throws 90 to 92 miles an hour, 98 stamina right here. Has a fastball, has a sinker, has a curveball, has a slider, has a changeup, has a splitter. Oh man, y'all are gonna go goo-goo for this movement right here. 102 movement. Just really good movement on this one. Holy cow. Get yourself a good defense behind this guy. You're gonna be in business. Can sack bunt just a tiny bit. 48 right there. Just really good stuff here for Kevin Brown. I have a feeling people are gonna like this one. I have a feeling. Yeah, and what's even better is a little bit less splitted in a lot of cards. I mean, you do have the 6-point gap in stuff between lefties and righties. 71 versus left, 77 v right. But the other ratings aren't that terrible. They're not really that splitty. 103 movement, 102 versus lefty versus righty. Controls about 3 points difference. It's not bad. But the hold runner stat there at 4, a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy. All right, so there you go. Kevin Brown from the 1998 San Diego Padres, the Diamond Build lineup for Mr. Brown. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the outfield now. And we are going to start in left field with 93 overall, Minnie Minoso from the 1954 Chicago White Sox. A lot of green and a little bit of blue on this card right here. 78 BABIP, 63 power, 80 on the avoid K, 88 contact, 79 gap power, and 59 I. Very good against lefties here with the 80 BABIP, 65 power, 83 avoid K, 91 contact, 82 gap power, and 64 I. Not bad. Not bad. Can play left field. Can play a little bit of center field. Can be trained up a little bit more into right field as well. But definitely with the defensive ratings, you're probably going to want to play him more in the corners. Outfield range of 79, error of 58, and an arm of 81. Mainly suitable for probably a corner outfield kind of thing right here. But Minnie Minoso, really good season in 1954. Had a 320 average, 411 on base, 535 slugging with 19 homers, 116 RBI with 8.2 wins above replacement. Finished 4th in MVP this year, made the All-Star game, and had 304 total bases that year. That's just an insane number right there. All right, so there you go. Minnie Minoso from the 1954 Chicago White Sox coming up in the missions. Also, 77 speed, 74 stealing, 68 base running. Not bad, not bad. All right, next card we got. We're going to go into center field for 93 overall, Richie Ashburn from the 1958 Philadelphia Phillies. Look at the BABIP on this card right here. 99 BABIP, 11 power, 87 avoid K, 96 contact, 59 gap power, and 74 I. Whew, man, the center field getting a little bit of an upgrade tonight. 91 range, 77 error, and 54 arm with Mr. Ashburn. Has 88 speed, 93 stealing, and 98 on the base running. So pretty good base runner right there as well. But 1958 for Richie Ashburn. I mean, he wasn't a power hitter. He was not a power hitter at all. I mean, I didn't even bother to put homers in there because it was like, what, maybe one, maybe two. But he had 350, 440, 441 on the slash line, 33 RBI, 215 hits, 97 walks that year, and 7 wins above replacement. Had tied for the highest career finish in MVP vote this year, and he led MLB this year with 13 triples. Some pretty good stuff right here for Richie Ashburn. Also, bunting, a little bit shady right there. 24 sack bunt and 25 on the bunt for hit. But yeah, pretty decent contact hitter right here. Not going to get a lot of homers, but you're probably going to get a few doubles and triples here and there. It's pretty good stuff. Alrighty, right field now. Let's go into the number 9 spot and go to Larry Walker from the 1999 Colorado Rockies. 93 overall card here. 73 BABIP, 87 power, 79 avoid K, 94 contact, 71 gap power, and 55 I. Big, little bit of a power guy right here. 71 BABIP, 75 power, 91 avoid K against lefties with 91 contact. Power against righties, a little bit better. 91 power, has 95 contact as well. A lot less avoid K against righties than he does against lefties. So that's a little bit of an interesting dynamic right there. 72 gap power against righties versus 65 against left. And then the I, 51 against left, 56 against right. Defensively, a little bit sus in right. 56 outfield range, 63 error. Big arm though. 91 out there in right field. In terms of speed, stealing, base running, got 42 speed, 72 stealing, and 66 base running. But this was a really good year for Larry Walker. 379 batting average, 458 on base, 710 slugging percentage in 1999. I mean, this was when the Coors Field effect was really in play. 37 homers, 115 RBI, and 5.1 wins above replacement. Finished 10th in MVP, led MLB in average, on base, and slugging percentage. Had a gold glove even, had a silver slugger, and his offensive WAR was the 3rd highest in his career. He had 2 better offensive seasons than this. I bet you can guess which ones they are. But, yeah, Larry Walker, not a bad hitter right here in right field. Not a bad right fielder right here. All right, so there you go. Larry Walker from the 1999 Colorado Rockies is in Perfect Team 23. All right. Let's go to the infield, and we're going to start behind the plate with 2008 Joe Mauer from the Minnesota Twins. 79 BABIP, 32 power, 87 avoid K, 83 contact, 63 power, 63 gap power, 65 I. But look at the defense on Joe Mauer right here. 90 catcher ability and 90 on the catcher arm. And he's also qualified to learn first base as well. So, not bad whatsoever. The avoid K against lefties, a lot better than it is against righties, but a little bit more balanced on the hitting stats against righties here. 79 BABIP against righties, 30 power, 85 avoid K, 82 contact, 66 gap power, 69 I. So you're trading off gap power and I against righties for more avoid K and contact against lefties. So very interesting stuff right here. And maybe he'll steal a base. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it with 4 speed, 10 stealing, and 5 base running. But, you know, y'all do y'all on that. But back in 2008 for the Twins, had a 328 average, 413 on base, 451 slugging, had 9 homers, 85 RBI, 5.6 WAR. This was the season before he went supernova in 2009. He made the All-Star game this year, finished 4th in MVP, had a gold glove, had a silver slugger, led the AL in batting average that year with 6.2 offensive WAR, tied for the 2nd highest in his career. Very good defensive catcher right here, Joe Mauer. Plus, you might be able to get a little bit of hitting out of him. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Alrighty. So there's Joe Mauer from the 2008 Minnesota Twins. Let's go over to first base, and let's look at the power-hitting first baseman, Willie Mccovey from the 1968 San Francisco Giants. 64 BABIP, 108 power, 71 avoid K, 92 contact, 49 gap power, and 62 on the eye. This guy is gonna hit some dingers for you. Whoo, Nelly. I mean, look at the power against righties here. 112 power against right-handed hitting, 96 contact, 73 avoid K, 65 BABIP with 52 gap power and 64 I against right-handed pitching. Versus lefty, he can be might be a little bit suspicious there, but definitely losing a lot of points against lefties. but he was a left-handed hitter. The splits were a little bit meh for him in his career against lefties, but there you go. Willie Mccovey. Also, defense. Not terrible. 52 infield range, 30 error, 47 infield arm, 35 on the turn double play. In 1968, Willie Mccovey, another great year in his career. 293, 378, 545 on the slash line, 36 homers, 105 RBI, and 7 wins above replacement that year. Finished third in NL MVP, made the All-Star game, led the NL in home runs and RBI, and led MLB in on-base plus slugging and OPS plus. So this guy can absolutely rake for your team. Build a lineup. Willie Mccovey, 94 overall. Coming to Perfect Team 23. Alrighty, let's keep going. Let's go to second base. And let's take a look at Joe Morgan from the 1975 Cincinnati Reds, 97 overall. This is a solid card right here. 81 BABIP, 61 power, 73 avoid K, 87 contact, 69 gap, and 97 I right here. Oh, Nelly. Defensively, a little bit interesting. 70 range, 82 infield error, 41 infield arm, and 86 on the turn double play. But look at the splits against righties on the hitting. Lots of blue, lots of green. 82 BABIP, 64 power, 75 avoid K, 90 contact, 71 gap power, and 98 on the eye. This guy will mash against righties. Lefties are a little bit of a different story. I mean, you're definitely getting a little bit splitty here with Joe Morgan against lefties, but could possibly hold his own a little bit given the right situation. But this was a really good year for Joe Morgan offensively. Had a 327 average, 466 on base, 508 slugging with 17 homers, 94 RBI, and 7 wins above replacement. Won the MVP this year, got a gold glove, got an all-star game appearance, and actually led MLB with 132 walks this year. 132 walks. That's a lot. And if he gets on base, he can definitely steal you a few bags as well. 84 speed, 99 stealing, and 98 on the base running. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So there you go. Joe Morgan from the 1975 Cincinnati Reds on the way once missions drop later tonight. All right, let's move over to shortstop. And we will bring you 99 overall, Cal Ripken Jr. from the 1991 Baltimore Orioles. 76 BABIP, 81 power, 90 avoid K, 97 contact, 87 gap power, 34 I. So you're not going to get a lot of walks like you would out of Joe Morgan with Cal Ripken Jr., but you're going to get some offense. 77 BABIP, 91 power, 75 avoid K, 97 contact, and 98 gap power against lefties. Versus righties are going to get 94 avoid K, 97 contact, and 84 on the gap power. A little bit of a gulf with I versus left versus right. 40 versus left, 32 versus right. Defensively, you might want to consider training him up at third. He can qualify to learn at third base as well. 79 range, 96 error, 70 arm, 84 on the turn double play. So kind of a little bit of a interesting situation here with Cal, because he can technically play shortstop. The defense, though, maybe not quite there for shortstop, so you might want to train him up third, maybe. It's definitely an interesting decision that managers will have to make if you get this card. All right, so there you go. 1991, Cal Ripken Jr. from the Baltimore Orioles. Had 323, 374, 566 slash line with 34 homers and 114 RBI in 1991 with 11 and a half wins above replacement. Just an absolute insane season for Cal in real life. Won the MVP that year, got a gold glove, got a silver slugger, and an all-star game appearance. And led MLB with a whopping 368 total bases. Not bad. Not bad. So there you go. Cal Ripken Jr., 99 overall. We got one more build a lineup for you in terms of the actual lineup. And we will bring you 94 overall Wade Boggs from the 1983 Boston Red Sox. This guy will get you some hits right here. 94 BABIP, 18 power, 91 avoid K, 95 contact, 88 gap power, and 71 I. But look at the splits against righties here. 95 BABIP, 19 power, 96 avoid K, 98 contact, 93 gap power, and 74 on the I. This is eligible for low diamond, by the way, with a 94 overall. Whoo! This guy also comes with some defense attached. 80 range, 57 error, 92 arm, and 61 on the turn double play. And let me tell you, Wade Boggs, really good offensive year in 1983, like he did in like the early 80s. 361, 444, 486 on the slash line. Heck, throughout the 80s, really. 5 home runs this year, so that's why the power is a little bit low right there. 74 RBI, 7.8 WAR. This was the first of 7 consecutive seasons he had with 200 plus hits. Really good stuff right here. Finished 12th in MVP, got his Silver Slugger as well. Maybe not so good against lefties, at least not as good against lefties, but still decent contact profile a little bit. 13 speed, 59 stealing, and 32 base running as well to round out Wade Boggs' profile. All right, so there you go. Wade Boggs from the 1983 Boston Red Sox. Now, as a little bit of an added bonus, if you manage to complete all of the Diamond Build-A-Lineup missions, if you manage to get all 9 of these guys, or at least every one of the hitters, every one of the pitchers for Diamond Build-A-Lineup, you are going to get a special card reward. And this is the card that we teased on Twitter and on Discord earlier this week. A lot of you had some good guesses as to who it was, and I think you guys definitely figured it out. Here he is, your reward for completing all the Diamond Build-A-Lineups. Peak Edgar Martinez from the Seattle Mariners. Look at this card right here. 81 BABIP, 87 power, 84 avoid K, 101 contact, 97 gap power, 100 I. And look at the splits against lefties right here. So much blue on this profile. 83 BABIP, 90 power, 94 void K, 108 contact, 110 gap power, 107 I. My goodness. Just an amazing card right here. And he can play a little bit of defense as well. Can play first, can play third. 63 range, 65 error, 71 arm, and 69 turn double play. So a little bit of a bonus right there as well. Just an absolute banger of a DH card right here. My goodness. Edgar Martinez for completing all of the Build-A-Lineup Diamond missions. Yeah. This guy's good. This guy is really good. But yep, Edgar Martinez first career, 312 average, 418 on base, 515 slugging with 309 homers, 514 doubles, and 1,261 RBI. 7 All-Star games, 5 Silver Sluggers, a 2-time batting champ, and elected to the Hall of Fame deservedly in 2019. Some good stuff right here. Edgar Martinez. So there you go. That is your build a lineup diamond content for tonight. But we are not done yet tonight. We are not done yet tonight because we have another small set of packable cards for y'all tonight. We have some rookie sensations. Now, there have been a lot of rookie sensations throughout Major League history. We have a few of them tonight. Maybe some unsung guys that you might not have heard of in a while. So let's go. Some rookie sensations coming right up. And we start off in the iron level tonight with 1966 Art Shamsky from the Cincinnati Reds. Look at the power on this iron card right here, but oh boy, that rabbit. 22 BABIP, 81 power, 41 avoid K, 39 contact, 29 gap power, and 63 on the eye. Can play left, can play right, and is qualified to learn first base right here. 1966. It's kind of an up and down year for Shamsky. 231 average, a 321 on base, 521 slugging. He had 21 homers and 47 RBI for a 121 OPS plus. Finished 12th on the team in wins above replacement that year, but he tied an MLB record for homering in 4 consecutive at-bats. Pretty interesting stuff right here. Yep, pretty much he walks, he homers, or he goes straight to the dugout. Pretty much a 3 true outcomes guy right here. But there you go. Art Shamsky from the 1966 Cincinnati Reds rookie sensation in Perfect Team 23. But yep, Nicolino saying you're seeing a sampling of this group. So does that mean there's going to be more than what we reveal here tonight, Nico? If I'm correct on this? All right, so this is just a sampling of what you're going to see. There's going to be some more Rookie Sensations cards coming. How many are we talking? How many are we talking tonight? Probably quite a few, I would imagine. 60 in total. 60 in total. So we're showing off 8 of them tonight. So there's going to be some stuff that you're probably going to have to go out and find a little bit. So we're going to show off 8 of them. This is the first one. So let's go to the next one. And we have Pat Zachary, 68 overall from the 1976 Cincinnati Reds. 73 stuff, 69 movement, and 47 control. What time will they be live in packs? Right around 10 o'clock Eastern, Maxwell. Yep, 1976, a 14-7 record with a 2.74 on the ERA. 2.99 FIP with 6.3 Ks per 9 and a 3.7 walks per 9. Pat Zachary was really good in 1976 as a rookie. He won Rookie of the Year that year. However, his career was a little bit up and down in terms of production. He had only one other season in 1983 with an ERA that was less than 3. So pretty interesting stuff right there. 73 stuff, 69 movement, 47 control, has a fastball, has a slider, has a changeup, 84 stamina, 46 on the hold runner. Not a terrible bronze card right here. Not a terrible bronze card. Might put him in the bullpen if you want. Might make some people's bronze rotations potentially. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So there you go. Pat Zachary from the 1976 Cincinnati Reds coming in packs later tonight. Next one, we're going to go to the silver range, and we're going to bring you Yordan Alvarez from the 2019 Houston Astros, 74 overall, with 79 BABIP, 79 power, 44 avoid K, 80 contact, 81 gap power, 70 I. Just a guy that can rake. 2019 Yordan Alvarez, really good against righties. 80 BABIP, 81 power, 42 avoid K, 80 contact, 79 gap, and 72 I. So very solid hitting stats against right-handed pitching. And against lefties, he can kind of hold his own a little bit. 77 BABIP, 73 power, 47 avoid K. Let's see. Actually has a little bit more avoid K against lefties than he does against righties. 78 contact, 88 gap power, and 61 on the eye. Now, you're not exactly wanting to play him in left field if you don't have to. 54 range, 53 error, and 60 outfield arm. But still maybe serviceable as hell. Maybe a little bit serviceable. But yep, so in 2019, he had a wonderful year. 313, 412, 655 on the slash line with 27 homers, 78 RBI, and a 173 OPS plus in just 87 games for the 2019 Astros. Only a half a season for these guys. And he put up those numbers. Really good stuff. Yep, and like SB Mortar says in the chat, Astros fans thank the Dodgers organization because the Astros got this guy from the Dodgers in a Josh Fields trade back around, when was that? 2016, 2015-ish? Either 2015, 2016, 17 maybe? Something like that. I think 16. I think 16 was when that trade was. But yeah, pretty cool stuff there for Yordan Alvarez. Also, don't have him run. 5 speed, 6 stealing, 5 base running. All right, next up on our trip through some of the rookie sensation cards you will see later this evening, we have Satchel Paige from the 1948 Cleveland Clevelanders. 68 stuff, 71 movement, and 66 control with a fastball, slider, curveball, screwball, forkball, and changeup from Satchel Paige's rookie year at age 42. Now, Satchel Paige was an old guy by that point. He unfortunately could not play at his younger ages because, color barrier. But he finished 6-1 with a 2.48 ERA with 21 games and 7 games started in 1948. 5.3 Ks per 9, 2.7 walks per 9. Yep, first season MLB at age 42 after 19 years in the Negro Leagues. So there you go. 48 stamina and 70 hold runners. Extreme fly ball type, can throw 93 to 95 on the fastball. Who was it that played a game at like 6 years old for the White Sox? Well, guess what? That was Minnie Minoso. Pretty cool stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, and I always say Clevelanders because, the old name of the team is a little bit of a touchy subject. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to 2002 Austin Kearns, 83 overall from the Cincinnati Reds. Rookie sensation card right here. Austin Kearns, not a guy that you hear too often about, but he had a pretty good year in 2002. 315, 407, 500 on the slash line with 13 homers, 56 RBI, and 4.1 WAR in 107 games. Finished third in Rookie of the Year this year with 88 BABIP, 53 power, 43 avoid K, 75 contact, 73 gap power, and 65 I. Can play left, can play right, and he's qualified, if you so choose, to play him in center field. Yeah, and he was a huge prospect when he came up as well. That is true, Maxwell. That is true. But yeah, big BABIP guy right here. But Austin Kearns, kind of beset by injuries a little bit through his career. He only played 100 games in a season only 4 other times in his career. but really good rookie year, and is captured in this 2002 card right here, coming to packs in just a little while. All right, so there you go. There's Austin Kearns. Also has 35 speed, 67 stealing, and 81 on the base running. All right, next up, we go to the pitcher's mound, and it's 2003 Dontrell Willis from the Florida Marlins. Big stuff guy right here. 86 stuff, 66 movement, 53 control. The D-Train with 93 stuff against lefties, 70 movement against lefties, and 56 control against lefties right here. 74 fastball, 84 slider, and 95 on the changeup. As an 81 stamina and 80 on the hold runners. Plus, he can hit a little bit too. 45 contact, 30 power, 29 eye, and a 30 on the sac bunt. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. But yep, in 2003, had a wonderful rookie year for the Marlins. Went 14-6 with a 3.30 ERA, 8 strikeouts per 9, 3.2 walks per 9, and a 1.27 ERA plus. Won the National League Rookie of the Year, made the All-Star game, and his 3.45 FIP was the second lowest in his career. And was the best pitcher that was traded to the Tigers in the Miguel Cabrera trade. Yeehaw. Dontrell Willis in Perfect Team 23. And apparently he's on FS1 right now, actually. He's actually not bad. Alrighty, let's move on to 86 overall, Jaba Chamberlain from the 2008 New York Yankees. Look at the stuff and movement on this gold card right here. 95 stuff, 95 movement, and 50 control. Whoo, Nelly. Big stuff, big movement on this guy. Plus 97 stuff against righties, 96 movement against righties as well. Control is even against both sides. This guy's going to get you some strikeouts. Has a fastball, has a slider, has a curveball, has 92 on the sac bunt. Now, he's listed as a starting pitcher, which is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Even though he has 26 stamina up there, that's interesting. But this is kind of that period where the Yankees didn't know what they wanted to do with him. Like, they have the Jaba rules and all that. It was a weird situation because they liked Jaba enough to put him in the rotation, but you know, they thought the bullpen was too good for him. It was that same kind of mindset that the Reds wanted to use Chapman in the rotation for a time back in like 2011 or so. It was like, no, that'd be stupid. But in 2008, he had 12 games started in 42 games. 4-3 record with a 2.60 ERA, 10.6 strikeouts per 9, 3.5 walks per 9. Yeah, and he had 31 starts in 2009. That is true. That is true. But he finished 8th in Rookie of the Year that year. And this was actually the last season of his career with over 10 strikeouts per 9. Very, very interesting stuff. So there you go. Jaba Chamberlain from the 08 Yankees in Perfect Team 23. All right. We have a few more cards to show off for you tonight. Let's get going with 89 overall Dick Raditz from the 1962 Boston Red Sox. 92 stuff, 65 movement, 64 control on this card right here. A lot better against righties. 97 stuff, 67 movement, 66 on the control with a fastball, slider, and changeup. 23 stamina, 24 on the hold runner right here. But Dick Raditz had a really good career as kind of a fireman type out of the bullpen. Had 62 games, had 24 saves in 1962, a 2.24 ERA with 124.2 innings pitched. That's a lot of innings for a reliever. 10.4 strikeouts per 9, 2.9 walks per 9 as well. Finished third in Rookie of the Year that year and won Sporting News' Fireman of the Year award back when that was a thing. So interesting stuff right there. Dick Raditz coming soon. Actually, very soon. To Perfect Team 23. All right, we got 2 more cards for you tonight to kind of give you a little preview of the Rookie Sensation set. And we start off with 90 overall, Fernando Tatis Jr., Rookie Sensation from the San Diego Padres. 100 on the BABIP for this guy right here. 68 power, 46 avoid K, 92 contact, 55 gap, and 50 on the eye. Big BABIP is really carrying this card right here. BABIP really carrying this card. Has pretty decent contact at least. 94 contact against lefties, 92 contact against righties. Getting a little more gap power and eye against lefties as well. The defense at shortstop is not exactly great. 72 range, 64 error, 64 arm, and 67 turn double play. 77 speed, 80 stealing, and 78 on the base running as well. But Fernando Tatis Jr. did not have a bad year in 2019. 317, 379, 590 on the slash line, 22 homers, 53 RBI, and 154 OPS plus. And he finished third in Rookie of the Year that year, with Pete Alonso finishing first in that. But the reason his BABIP rating is so high is because his BABIP was high in real life. A 410 BABIP on the season in those 84 games he played. So there you go, Fernando Tatis Jr. from the 2019 San Diego Padres. And finally, the final Rookie Sensation card we're going to be teasing for you tonight is 92 overall, Bernie Carbo from the 1970 Cincinnati Reds. 82 BABIP, 80 power, 41 avoid K, 80 contact, 66 gap power, and 87 on the eye. A lot better against righties than he is against lefties. 84 BABIP, 84 power, 42 avoid K, 84 contact, 69 gap power, and 90 eye, but not a bad hitter overall. Can play left field, is qualified to learn right, with 73 range, 60 error, and 65 on the outfield arm. Speed at 42, 70 on the stealing, and 33 on the base running. Really good stuff for Bernie Carbo in 1970. Hit 310, 454, 551 with 21 homers, 63 RBI, and a 164 OPS plus. Finished second in Rookie of the Year that year to some guy named Carl Morton, and he helped lead Cincinnati to the World Series in 1970. So there you go. Bernie Carbo from the 1970 Cincinnati Reds. There you go. So there's a little preview of some of the Rookie Sensation cards that will be in packs at very, very soon. Very soon. So there you go. Rookie Sensation right there. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of This Week in Perfect Team. Some really good content for y'all tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully, cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers, guys, because, oh boy, will the servers hold out tonight? Let's find out. Have a great night, everybody. Hopefully you have a great night. I will see you tomorrow for the Perfect Team Friday Showdown. That'll be a fun time, as always. Have a great night, everybody. DishNet34, signing out.